Hi y'all! Today I'm going to make a wind spinner slash garland using crystals as our base. This is going to be an autumn colored wind spinner, and I'm doing it a little bit differently than I've done it before. Two beads in. Now I got this on Amazon in a roll, but you can get like those beads that you like, Mardi Gras beads or whatever. They got different colors at the dollar store or Party City, and you can, cut them and then put them together with the crochet. Yeah, the yarn can hold them together, or you can just do short strands. I'm going to do some that hang in my window because the crystals catch the light really nice. So I'm doing about 2 to 3 feet. But you can make these longer or shorter. It's up to you. Okay. So I'm just going to do a slip stitch after I did my slip knot. And I'm just going to wrap it around in between the beads and just tie it. Just pull this. There. Okay. We'll do a chain. And if you have larger beads, you want to do more chains. You just want enough to fit to the next space between and do a single crochet. So however many chains it takes to get over your bead or crystal is what you do. I'm doing one. I'm using worsted weight yarn, 4 weight yarn, and a 5.5 millimeter hook. If you have thinner thread, use a thinner crochet hook, but you'll have to do more chains to go over the bead. And originally I did these where I encapsulated the whole thing, but this time I'm just going to let it hang out. I'm just doing one side only. And I think that will make this project go a lot faster, because I'm only going to be working in one edge, so why not just let the crystals show? So that's what I'm doing here, just one side only. And it's a lot easier to work with it when you've got your crystals underneath and your yarn on top. Because the beads and crystals are heavier than your yarn, and so they'll weigh it down and catch it. So go as long as you want it to go. I will meet you. Okay, I'm back. I just wanted to show you what I was thinking of doing with my crystal spinners. I'm going to hang them from my, you see these little hooks that lock? I'm going to hang them down. See that? So I don't really need them to be that long. And so I could probably stop it like here. So I can do 2 for the window. And it'll be nice for the, festive holidays. So I'm just going to make it this long. And what that means is to end it, you finished your single crochet, do a slip stitch or chain stitch, cut it, and just pull it through. And there, you've done it. Now I'm going to cut one longer than my, I'm going to make sure I tighten it down really good. So there's just one longer than that. Okay, and so there's 2 here. I'm going to make sure this is nice and tight. Okay, so now we just have this edge that we can crochet in. And since I have flat crystals, I'm going to try to, as I go along, work them in so that they're all laying on the same side. If you don't want two crystals hanging off, you could just do one, just like that. But there, it's finished. And you can use a tapestry needle to work these back in. But yeah, as I go along, I will work my crystals so that they lay flat inside the stitches. So they're not too twisted. But if you have round beads, you don't have to worry about that, because they'll just, you know, be round beads sticking out. But there. I hope that looks about what you were thinking, because it's exactly what I wanted. So my next color is going to be an orange color. It's another 4-weight. This is a willow. The other one I was using is not a, I don't even know what it is. It's just some sort of acrylic yarn that I got from like Mill Ends. So it's not unpleasant. But this is a wool base, 75% acrylic, 25% wool. It's a 4-weight. So here we go. I got a little bit left over from another project. So I'm going to make a modified V-stitch going into the spaces between each one of these single crochets. So it's over the crystal, under the single crochet. So I'm going over the crystal, under that first single crochet. Let's go ahead and get your slip knot on here. You don't have to make giant tails, but it might be easier to work with. So go ahead and pull that through, and then do a slip stitch. Okay, now you're going to chain 2, 3, 4. Now do a double crochet back into the same space. Okay. Double crochet into the next space. Next chain 1 space. You're just going around. Chain 2, double crochet into the same space. It's just a modified V-stitch, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet into the same space. You can stop crocheting over your tail. So just keep making these V-stitches in the spaces, the chain 1 spaces, all the way down. Now why I call it a modified V-stitch, because I think that the regular V-stitch only has a single crochet in between. But I want a single chain. I want 2 chains in between. I want a wider V. It also forces the structure to spiral faster if you make a wider V-stitch with 2 chains in the middle. It causes it to spiral faster. Keep doing that all the way to the end. I will meet you back. Okay, so I'm at the end of the row of V-stitches. I'm going to do the last one in the last space. Okay, that's it. So I'm going to turn your work. Do a single crochet into the space that you made. Double crochet. A picot. 1, 2, 3. You go back down into the top of both the single crochet and the double crochet. I call it the legs. And you just do a slip stitch. Do another double crochet. And then you do a treble, which means you wrap twice and pull through 3 times. Now we're going to do 3 chains. Go back into the legs. Do that slip stitch. Do a double crochet. Do another double crochet. 3 chains. Down into the legs. Slip stitch. Single crochet. Do a single crochet between these 2 double crochet. Okay, and do another single crochet into the next space. Do a double crochet. A picot, which is 3 chains, and then back into the legs. And slip stitch. Okay, do another double crochet. Do a treble, which is wrap twice before you start. And you pull through 3 times. 3 chains into the legs, make the picot. Double crochet. Another double crochet. A picot. 3 chains into the legs, slip stitch, single crochet, single crochet between those 2 double crochets, and another single crochet, a double crochet, a picot, 1, 2, 3, another double crochet, a treble, wrap twice, three chains, do the picot into the legs, slip stitch, double crochet, a double crochet, picot. Single crochet, a single crochet between, and a single crochet in the next space. Okay, so those are your leaves. And if you want to, you can use some glitter thread. I think would look really nice to hold with it, or use glitter yarn. but I really like that. I like the way that looks. So keep doing that. So remember, on your first and last double crochet in your leaf, you'll do that picot. And then on the top of the treble, when you finish your treble, you do a picot. That gives you a little kind of maple leaf look. So I will meet you back when you're finished this row. Okay, I'm back. I finished that row of crochet with leaf shapes. I did my last single crochet in the last space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the brown and just do just do 2 slip stitches. Slip stitch around and then a slip stitch to lock it down. Okay. All right. So there it is. It's starting to really take shape. So I'm not going to go to the beginning again. I'm going to go to the back of this. And you can tell when you're on the back side of crochet because the tops of the stitches curl towards the front. So when you go to the back, okay? And we're going to be crocheting in these spaces that go into the big round base of the leaves. Here's the base of the leaf, and there's the space underneath of it. So we're going to be crocheting around these spots here, here. See where the two V's from the previous row's V stitch. You're going to be crocheting right there in that space. You're going to be going between the crystal and there, and then coming up through the leaf like that. Let me get my... And unfortunately, I'm using a dark color. I'm using a dark red, but I'm going to add a copper glitter to it. It takes longer to work with a held yarn. And these are very lightweight, but they're great. I got them from, I think I got this copper color from Ice. No, baby. No. Come on. Come on now. Come on. Say hello. Say bye-bye. Yeah. Okay. So one of the ways that I get these started, it's easier when you're working with held together, like a metallic thread, is just do your slip stitch or slip knot and get it started. And that way, it's held together. Now we're going to go into the space where the crystal is, and this V right here, and end up through the hole. And we're just going to do a slip stitch and then 2 single crochets around the whole thing. Just like that. And let's go around. Did you see what I just did? I'm holding the tails right here. I just took my hook and I went around and did a single crochet. Okay, and just pull that nice and tight. Let's do it again, another single crochet. Okay, and then lay it down across the work that you're working on. Okay, so you go through and you come up through the whole of the leaf. And there it is. Just make sure your tails are under your hook so you can kind of tuck them in and bury them. And you go through that twice. You go above the crystal and then up through the hole and another single crochet. So that's 2 single crochets. Okay. Then you go around the tails and do a single crochet. And pull that through for that single crochet. And just do it twice. Okay. Go to the next leaf. Above the crystal, through the hole, and you're pulling it through. Together. Now I'm not going to crochet around this anymore. I'm just going to take those tails and push them to the side. So I finished that 2 single crochets. Was that 1 single crochet? That was 1. So let's do another. Let me crochet over the tail one more time. It's just easier. So I think I only did 1 time. Up through the hole, pull it through. Okay, now move the tails out of the way. Tails are just a problem. They're always in the way, but I don't like to get rid of them until the end. Okay, so let's just do 2 chains. So it's a lot easier now that you're not dealing with the tails. So that's 1. Go back in. That's 2. 2 chains above the crystal and up through the leaf. Two single crochets and 2 chains. That's it. That's all you're doing on this row. Okay, so let's see what it looks like on the back. We've got these loops. We've got these loops right here on the back. It's important because you need that for the second layer. But on the front, you've got a little bit of color in the center. And a little bit of glitter. Just to give it some color. Just remember 2 chains, 2 single crochet, and that's all you have to do. I'll meet you back. I'm back, and I'm at the end of the back row that's creating the centers of your leaves. I did 2 chain stitches. Now I'm going underneath here. I'm trying not to trap this yarn. There's a lot of tails. We're going to do 2 double crochets. And then just a slip stitch. We'll cut the yarn and end it here. Okay, so that is the last of the back yarn project, part of the project. So we have these loops in the back, so we can do the second row. So let's go back to the other side. And yeah, I know there's a lot of yarn to deal with, but if you pull it through the front just for now, it'll be a lot easier to deal with. So just pull these through. They'll be out of your way. And we'll have another row. When I come back, we're going to go in between our leaves in the back here, and we're going to make another set of leaves right here in these spaces. Here, here, here. So here these were 2 single crochet spaces, and here they are 2 chain spaces. Okay, so you'll be going around these, in between these leaves. Just don't worry about your ends right now. Now, I'm not an advocate for hiding your ends before you're finished your project. I'm just not a fan of that. But this is a pailette, as they call it, or a sequins. I'm going to mix that with this yarn. It's called Belknap 79821. I'm ready to crochet into the back of this leaf, the second row. I just wanted to point out that I took a bobby pin and slipped it through, wrapped it twice, slipped it through again, holding all my tails so they're kind of gathered up and out of the way. That might be helpful for you. The reason why I don't like to cut my tails or hide my tails before I'm finished a project, because if you have to frog it, rip it out, you're gonna get stuck with these tails, you know, all woven in. Okay, so here we go. I did a slip knot, then a slip stitch onto that 2 chain, or here it's actually technically 2 single crochet space. Now I'm going to go in again, do a single crochet. Okay, and these aren't going to be as wide a leaf as these in the back. Double crochet is next after the single crochet. Treble, yarn over twice, let's do the picot at the tip of the leaf. or the sequins. So this is a double crochet. And then a single crochet. So we're stepping up and stepping down. Single, double, treble, picot, double, single. Now we're just going to skip over, go straight into the next space. Single crochet, double crochet, and I'm not carrying the tail over. I'm just letting it drop at this point. Just let it drop. I don't know if I can add it in to my bobby pin. I can try. I just slide it on. These really fine threads that I'm adding in for glitter and sparkle, it makes it a little bit more difficult to deal with your project. Let's see, I slid it on. Now I'm going to wrap it and slide it on again. Just push it down. I don't know if that's going to hold it or not, but we'll see. Okay, so where were we? Double. Treble. This row will go much faster because I'm not doing as many stitches. We're doing the picot at the tip. Double. Single. Skip over, do a single crochet, double crochet, treble, crochet, picot, right here in the picot. Double. And a single crochet. Well, the maple leaf we did a bigger leaf spread, so we're just doing 2 stitches less and 2 picots less. Single, double, treble, picot, double, single. Into the next space, single, double, treble, picot, double, single. Very easy. You just do this all the way down, and I will meet you at the end. So I hope you like it. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Crochet your way today, because it's the only time we have. Take care, and I'll see you next time.